That's at the start of the stream. Thank you, Adam.
You're welcome. Mwah. Mwah, mwah. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
I knew this was a mistake.
Me too, yeah. Here we are.
Can someone check that the stream's live for me, please?
I'll just try and check.
I'm having a little look.
Animated emotes can be disabled in settings, apparently. No.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm gonna let.
Yeah, I just
I'm
got
gonna
that as
let.
well.
I'm gonna let the people have their animated emotes.
Oh, yay! We're there. I can see our name
I
tags.
can't see
Yeah,
that.
can you see our name tags? What was
Oh my
weird
god.
was I deliberately put Hannah on the left and you in the middle, and then when you appeared, you went on the left and Hannah went
I
in. And
fucked it, didn't I?
You fucked it.
I fucked it.
What I am looking forward to is when there's 5 of us and one of us loses internet connection and comes back in. That's going to move the order, and I'm going to have to move the names around. But
absolutely knacky your glorious plan.
it is, yeah.
So Dave, let's try and explain. So people aren't here. You might have missed.
Hold on, we're starting in a bit over the middle because I forgot to put that up. People might think we've started.
I mean, let's be fair. We probably could start now.
We've got everybody. We
No,
need.
we're staying. We're doing things the way we always do them, Adam. Yes, you were going to ask me a question.
I was going to say so people aren't here. We'll do admin. This can be like the Pompidou section.
This is the Pompidou.
This Pompidou section.
Shouldn't we do admin when we start?
No, because
this is the Pompidou now.
This is Pompidou section.
You can see into the workings
yeah,
of it.
yeah, it's sort of like a Pompidou.
Like the Pompidou Centre.
In France, named after Mr. Pompidou, who was the
Georges
president.
Pompidou. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's going well so far.
It's a great
isn't it?
building. If you have not seen it, it's ugly as shit.
The escalators are in like tubes going up the
And
side.
all the piping and stuff's on the outside, so you can see what's going on.
Yeah,
Pompidou.
Very good.
It's fun to say.
Okay,
Pompidou.
Pompidou. Pompidou.
Pompidou.
So that's what
What the fuck? What's it
We're
talking
doing
about?
the admin,
So
so
that's-
right,
hold on.
some people aren't here.
Sorry, that's what it means then. If someone says it's like the Pompidou Centre, what they mean is you could
It's
see
very-
you could see the inner workings.
Workings, yeah.
To quote the thick of it, an ideal world government should be like the Pompidou sector. It's a broadcast centre, but it's also receiving and listening. Oh, I fucking love that shit. Right, admin, Pompidou section. 2 of us aren't here.
Yeah.
Two of us are not here.
Or should we say 2 of them aren't here? Because us, we're here.
The
Us are here. They're not.
They're not here.
Because they chose to watch football rather than which is dumb because England already through. The important game is Scotland, which I am watching at the same time.
Oh, so you're watching? Right, okay.
No, I'm not because it's not on yet.
But when it is,
Pompidou.
you will be.
So we were planning to do stories from the Spook Room.
We were, yes. Thanks to JS Rock, who came up with our idea. You see, we do listen to the viewers.
Well, we were going to do it at Halloween, weren't we? But then we had to cancel the show because Mikey was poorly, so it was like a reschedule of our original idea.
So we could still do that. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, we'll do it another time for sure.
Oh, yeah. We'll do it another time.
Just turning a light on. I wasn't just pulling faces at you because I love you.
But you were definitely pulling faces because you love us.
Pompidou.
Pompidou.
It needs a fun little jungle beat behind it. Pompidou.
Pompidou.
Right,
Dave,
okay.
say Pompidou.
Pompidou.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks for the Pompidou.
No problem. Anytime, mate.
To the tune of Fallout Boys. Thanks for the Pompidou, even though it was so great.
No. No.
Weirdly, Hannah, I think H in the chat has described the Pompidou Centre as weirdly modern.
Yeah, it is weirdly modern, even though it's from like the 60s, isn't it?
It's as if that's how modern was, and now we're in Pomo.
I have never been to France, so
Was that out of choice, or were you turned away at the border?
A little from column A and a little from column B.
Why? Why have you not been to France?
Because I haven't been to France.
Just never fancied it.
Reason enough, I guess. Have we accidentally slipped into actual podcast yet?
We might have done. My daughter, my youngest daughter, has been to France, but she slept through it.
Was she on a coach to Germany?
No, she was on a coach to Ypres.
Oh, lovely! I've been on a coach to Ypres.
Yeah, she was on a coach to Ypres.
Vipers.
And fell asleep through France, and it was the first time she'd ever been abroad. So the first country she went to, going abroad, she fell asleep through.
That's pretty nice. Yeah, that's solid. Belgium is a worse country to drive through because their service stations have the ugliest and most unhygienic toilets in the world.
Oof.
Not a fan
Are they
of
the
Belgium
ones where it's like a hole? Are they the ones where it's like a hole in the floor and there's just like a kind of shelf to put your feet on and you have to just go
a little bit, but it's there was one that was like that and one that was just a toilet, but it just
like my idea of hell. I haven't got very good balance.
It just hadn't been cleaned in, I think, since 1916.
Yeah. I may have told this story before, and I apologise if I have. But
if you have, I will end you.
Okay. We took a group of kids away to Manorbier in the south of Wales on mini buses. So there's like 2 mini buses, and I'm driving a van with all the bags in, right? And it's great. And we pull up at a service station, and the service station we decide to pull up in is just outside Cardiff, I believe, if I remember correctly. Mm-hmm. And we passed some nice service stations, but for some reason decided to stop here. Now, when you're away with loads of kids, the one thing the kids want to do is go in the shop.
Yes.
It's all about going in the shop. So we stop at this service station, and I go into the shop. And then I walk out of the shop and I go up to the head teacher of the school and I say, right, we can't let the kids go into the shop. And she went, why? I went, there is literally an entire wall of pornography.
That's the right amount of pornography in Europe.
It was a wall of pornography. The only thing that wasn't pornography was along the bottom were things like cab trays for trucks.
Yeah.
It was obviously we only get truckers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do they need?
What do they need?
Thing. Yeah.
They need trays for their cabs and pornography.
Porn. Yeah.
So the kids are there going, can we go in the shop? No. Why?
No, it's closed. It's closed.
But those men are going. Where's Adam gone? If Adam comes in the middle names. Now, it's going to fuck the names up. It's going to fuck the names up. If he comes in the middle, it's going to fuck the names up. It's all right. It's come on the end.
Okay.
If you'd have come in the middle, then Adam, I would have cut you.
Okay, back in the right place. Then. I'd like to thank my parents.
Right. We're starting in a bit off. So technically,
shit, we started.
We started.
So this means we have to close Pompidou.
Yeah, we could start. We could start with some admin, but you've already done the admin. It's
that's
bloody anarchy.
No, we weren't doing admin. We were doing Pompidou.
Yeah, that's different.
Admin involves paperwork, and Pompidou involves just seeing in, just the eyes, no fingers.
Yeah.
No touching, just looking.
Yeah, use these to look.
Mm-hmm.
Don't need this or these.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm getting weird flashbacks. I didn't like it. Carry on.
Somewhere a primary school is missing an odd teacher. This guy. Pompidou.
I've just seen that picture you've sent into our group chat, Adam. Thank you for that.
Yeah, it's the yep.
We don't need to have that on stream. We won't.
I'll tell you what. We won't discuss that now, but we will put it up in the Discord, which I've just put a link to in the chat.
I'll put it in the sharing section. Pompidou.
Okay.
Sharing stuff.
Sharing stuff. There you go. It's an ideal place to put that, Adam.
It makes sense.
It's the one thing that you really need to share.
Pompidou.
So Jonty's just put, come on, lads, I'm missing the footy for this.
Right, okay.
We all are, Jonty.
We
all are.
First. Says pod person me.
Mm-hmm.
What? Are you a pod person? Jonty is a pod person.
Pod person.
Pod person.
What are you expecting, Jonty? Are you expecting some sort of like planning and forethought to go into this?
Hey, some did.
Hey, we do that sometimes.
I ate my dinner before the show tonight.
Yes, that might be a nice change.
I made my coffee hot before we started.
Adam, actually, can you tell everyone what your evening meal was? It was a bit of a culinary classic.
I'm willing to admit that my culinary skills, I'm building on the shoulders of giants. And what I chose, it's sort of Greek inspired, and it was a fish finger sandwich.
Ooh, I've heard of those.
It's based on a Turkish dish.
It's based on a
yes
Turkish dick, is it?
It's basically balanced on a Turkish dick. His name is Mehmet. It's based on a Turkish dish called balık ekmek, nice. Which is a popular snack food in Turkey if you live on the Med Coast, which translates literally as fish bread or fish sandwich. And it's actually something they generally do eat. What I've done there is I managed to make the fact that I had a fish finger sandwich that I couldn't be asked to cook sound classy.
I fucking love a fish finger sandwich. I would say it's up there in my top 5 food stuffs.
What's the other 4? Go.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! I really like those big mushrooms.
1.
What are them? Yeah, I really
Portobello.
like. Yeah.
Stuffed with anything? Or
just a mushroom just served on a plate?
But like it's got like herbs on it, and it's like it's maybe there's some cheese involved.
Nice.
Yeah,
okay, so that's 1. There's
okay.
no particular order. 1. So you've got fish finger sandwich, portobello mushroom.
Yeah. Oh fuck!
Faster.
I'm panicking.
No pressure.
I'm panicking.
Pressure. Come on.
A sausage and egg McMuffin.
Oh yes.
Hang on.
I don't know.
Hang on. A sausage and egg McMuffin, or a double sausage and egg McMuffin?
Oh, a double sausage and egg McMuffin.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. I just assumed that like you have to have the double. Yeah.
Right, we're to 3 meals.
Yeah.
There's 2 to go. These two.
I don't know. I suddenly can't remember any food.
Don't think about the pressure. Don't think about the pressure you're under. Don't think about the huge pressure you're under. Don't
macaroni cheese. Macaroni fucking cheese.
Oh!
Nice. 1 to go.
Can me and Dave commentate your thinking? Let's do the commentators.
Macaroni cheese.
Yeah.
I agree. It's great.
Yeah.
Macaroni cheese with bacon.
Yeah.
Because bacon just improves everything.
Bacon improves
everything.
No,
it doesn't. It does not improve everything. It doesn't improve a bar mitzvah.
You have to do that, don't you?
It's
I was just about to launch into how much I love those little crispy onion bits on top of my mac and cheese.
Yes.
You can get it in Edinburgh in like the little pop-up food things. There's like a little thing of mac and cheese with like crispy onions on it. It's like, oh my god, so good.
You can get mac and cheese pie in Edinburgh.
Yeah, macaroni pie is a Scotland thing. I want that as my food.
Fucking lovely.
It's so good. It's so good. I fucking
absolutely
love
hungover. Like 8 in the morning, and this shop's opening up, and this little lovely Scottish woman shouting at you, asking if you need a pie. And it's like, I do. I need a pie.
I do need a pie.
And she's like, do you meet?
You understand me, Morag.
And she
I
just
need
has
a pie.
this, and she just thrust a macaroni pie in my hand, and I gave her some money.
Yeah, that's how it works, isn't it? 4 o'clock in the morning in Edinburgh.
It was that was at 9:30, and that was exactly 6 hours after I got a pie and mushy peas from a van. Lovely, and mash. It was pie, mash, and mushy peas.
What I've also had from one of those stalls in Edinburgh is macaroni cheese, but in a toasty, contained within a toasty.
Okay, I know the British get a lot of stick in the world, but our infinite ability to go, this is a tasty thing, I'm putting it in a sandwich.
Yeah, and then I'm frying that sandwich. Yeah.
Macaroni cheese, spag bowl in a toasty as well. Like, you get like a sandwich toast maker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is.
I love it. So there's my top foods. We're doing really well for the podcast, guys.
Bit of panic. Pompidou.
There's also in Edinburgh, you get sauce on your chips. It's just like, do you want salt and sauce? And you're like, yeah, of course I do. And the sauce is mysterious. What is it? What is it made from? I don't know, but I need it in my life.
I like that they don't ever specify. It's like, what sauce is it? Sauce.
No, it's just called sauce. It's not like ketchup. It's like a mixture of like gravy and vinegar and brown sauce and something else like mixed together into like, it's just called sauce. And if you want it, you know that what it is, but you don't know what it is, but you know you want it. It's great.
Yeah.
Ow. Yeah.
Sorry if I've said this before, but when I was in the east of England, in Ipswich, they did not do chips and gravy.
Not at all.
Not at all.
That's
like they were like, why do you want gravy when you've got no meat? Because I've got chips and I'm drunk. Yeah. Why else would I want chips and gravy?
I went to great lengths to find a chip shop in Surrey that did proper gravy for the chips, and then I only went to that chip shop for all the years I lived there because I was like, these people understand gravy. None of the rest of the South understands it. Yeah.
I don't... Jonty's just asked, where do you all stand on a battered roe? I'm not a fan of roe.
Roe?
Fuck's roe?
Is that fish eggs?
Yeah, basically.
No,
That sounds like someone's made caviar like just cheap.
Yeah, accessible caviar.
Accessible caviar,
yeah.
From now on, roe will be called accessible caviar.
Yeah. I don't fancy it.
I mean, I don't fancy caviar, to be fair.
No, I don't.
Oh, Jonty's gone, it's bloody lovely.
Is it nice?
I'm going to disagree with you there, Jonty. I'm not a fan of the roe.
What does it look like? What does it look like?
Just a disc. They've literally got fish eggs and just jammed them
like
together.
A fritter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Covered in batter. I mean, I like the batter.
What's your order when you go to the chip shop? This is a conversation that we should.
All right.
Pie and chips.
Nice. What pie are we talking?
Okay, it has to be a pucker pie. If it's a fleur de lis pie, they can get fucked.
Get the hell out of here. We want a pucker pie. Yeah.
We want a pucker pie, not a fleur de lis pie.
No.
Proper Leicester pie.
If they ask, do you want pucker or fleur de lis, they can get fucked. Because like, why are you even? You can see me.
Oh.
Do I look like a fleur de lis?
I'm a pucker pie man.
Yeah.
Would you rather you didn't know you weren't getting a pucker?
That was a really weirdly phrased question.
No.
Would you rather not know that you weren't not having them?
That's not what I said.
That's what it sounded like in my head. It was like, would you rather not know that you weren't not having a not thing not?
Would you rather not knowing that you weren't having a pucker?
Click that, please, Jonty.
Which I think makes
that was
sense.
Let me having a stroke, please, Jonty.
It was like the second verse of Clever Trevor.
Okay, so just the question again.
The question is, what's your chip shop order? Like your ideal chip shop order?
Pie and chips, right?
Yeah.
Battered chips.
Nice.
However, pie and chips, meat and potato pie. A lot of people go for the steak and kidney or the all
that's
steak.
A good shout.
But the pucker pie, meat and potato pie, is...
Potato. I'm a big fan of a beef and onion myself.
Just one of each. One onion, one beef.
Onion, one beef, and then I put them on top of each other and pretend it's French onion soup. But in pastry, which makes everything better.
It does make everything better.
Yeah.
So there is a website about this. What is your feeling when they say, here's a pie, and it's usually in a fancy restaurant, and it's simply a pastry hat?
I will literally rage.
Yeah,
don't give me a dry pastry hat. Don't give me a dry pastry hat on my
not a pie.
Yeah, that's what a school dinner lady would call a pie.
Yeah. You've
not
put some casserole in a pot and then put a dry disc on top of it. No, that's not a pie.
Someone just put a Ritz cracker on a little bit of casserole. What they've got there is
you've got a hat on it that makes it a pie. Apparently,
yeah, you've got a stew there that has delusions of grandeur.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Yes. It's a stew.
You might as well have like a dumpling or something if you're looking for a carb element to put with your stew because you haven't got a pie.
I'm gonna be bold here and give you the greatest thing you can buy from fish and chip shop.
Go on.
Is fish and chips.
Yeah.
Lots of vinegar, lots of salt.
Yeah.
Mushy peas on the side.
Mushy peas, yeah. Do you put vinegar on your mushy peas specifically?
No.
Yeah, I do. I like to cover my mushy peas in vinegar.
But the best bit is the crunchy tail of the fish.
Yeah, the crunchy tail is good.
All the fake vinegar. I said, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
All of it.
At our old chip shop, you used to be able to get 10p scraps as well, which was my favourite.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, bag of scraps.
Also,
I think we've talked about the 10p scraps before.
Yeah.
Orange chips.
Yeah, we. I think this was in the last show, actually. We have the best orange chips around here.
Yeah.
Majors.
West Midlands. I don't understand why the rest of the country just hasn't admitted that they're great.
I've never had these battered chips that you all talk about.
Next time you're coming over this way, we will go to Majors.
Oh, can we?
And you will literally sell everything and move here.
Yeah, I'm up for it. I'm here for it.
They also, and you have to order it. Now, I haven't had it yet because I was told about this not long before we went into lockdown. I was told that Majors do a thing called a pea fritter.
Ooh.
Oh, yes, they are lovely.
Yeah, apparently.
I've had a pea fritter.
So, I'm going to Majors tomorrow. I'm going to Majors.
I want a fritter now. Oh, wait a second. Jonty's saying that they're in M&S earlier and they sell scraps in a pot.
What? I hate that.
A pot of scraps.
I hate that.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine M&S doing good scraps in a pot.
But they'll be like cold.
Yes, yeah, that. And also, could you imagine the advert for that?
This is not just 10p scraps. It's 10p scraps with £5 added to the price.
Yeah.
In a pot.
In a pot.
In a pot.
With a pastry top.
Yeah, we put a lid on it and call it a scraps pie.
What I will also say about the humble chip shop, there's not enough love for mixed kebab meat and chips.
Now, if I've had a drink, that is what I want. Mixed kebab meat, garlic mayo, a fuck ton of garlic mayo. Oh, yeah.
Someone once said to me, and they weren't a nutritionist, so they could have been lying, but they said to me that when you drink heavily, when you binge drink, it basically takes away your cholesterol. So your body craves cholesterol, which is why 2 o'clock in the morning you're like, I want chips.
You're like, it must be Donna now.
Yeah. And you have like and a double kebab meat and chips.
Is just enough cholesterol.
3 in the morning when you've had a heavy night. Oh, waiting for the taxi.
Our way, the place where we used to go does a pizza called a Colville Special, and it's a pizza with kebab meat on it, and it's so good. It's like so bad, but it's like so good. Yeah, Colville Special is what you want at the end of the night.
So H has just put that the chippy near her does the most amazing fried chicken. There is something about fried chicken from the chippy as well. She can't have it anymore because of gluten.
No.
Gluten!
However, if you go to Barnt Green in South Birmingham, Barnt Green has got a chip shop who used to do a gluten-free Monday.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if they do everything gluten-free.
What happens to the chippy around the corner,
Yeah.
Gluten-free Monday.
If you could get gluten-free chicken, that would be good.
The 3 AM food you're meant to have is chips and cheese. That's what you're supposed to have.
Yeah.
There is something about cheesy chips.
Anything else is wrong, or you get a big dirty pizza at the end of the night.
Yeah, I do often crave but I don't want anything on it, just cheese.
Just
like
cheese.
cheese.
You can you go. Ash, could it have extra cheese on it?
Cheese
please?
and tomato, but with more cheese.
Yeah, and then you pick it up and you do this, and all the it's so greasy the cheese just slides off. And you end up like a dog scrabbling around autumn leaves with your face going nom 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 nom.
I miss those days. I haven't been that drunk for such a long time.
Me and a mate of mine went into Wolverhampton the once, and we was in town for like 2 PM. So we get to like 8 o'clock at night and we're fucking battered, right? But we're not going to finish. We just need some food.
Yeah.
So we went on to Broad Street in Wolverhampton, and anyone who knows Wolverhampton will know Broad Street's the place you go. Went on to Broad Street, went into a chippy and ordered a pizza each, not realising that they had a deal which was buy one, get one free.
Oh, you lucky fuckers.
So we came out with 2 pizzas. And I swear, in the end, we actually gave one, you know, each of us gave a pizza away each to some homeless people because it was like, we can't eat it.
So many
It's just too much pizza. But, oh, God, that just... Oh, when you're drunk, just a greasy, dirty pizza. Oh, yes. I have wonderful memories of being on the corner of Broad Street post 1448 with everyone getting pizza and kebabs as the sun rose.
Yeah. Oh my God, that pizza was so good.
Mm-hmm. It's a veritable land of wonder, Broad Street. Although I do remember we'd done some DJing at the Irish pub around the corner, and of course he finishes at 2. But although we just had to take like the boxes of CDs in with us, basically we didn't have to take any equipment in. Finishes at 2, so we get all the cases with the CDs, get them on the footpath outside. My mate comes round in the car, we load his car, we drive around, and we have to drive down Broad Street at like 3 AM. And it took about 15 minutes to get down Broad Street, which for anyone who's not been there, it's only about 200 yards long.
Yeah.
Just because there were loads of pissheads. Just like, give us a lift, I'll give you 20 quid. Like,
oh, God.
Nah, you're all right, mate. You're okay. My mate was there going, we could make a fortune here. I'm like, yeah, when you count the valeting fee the next day to clean up all the vomit, it's not really going to pay out, is it?
Yeah, oh God.
Yeah. And just that wonderful air as you go down that place of impending violence that never seems to just quite explode. Yeah. But it feels like it's any moment
just
it
on
could.
The edges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I did once get off. This was, oh God, this was a story. So it was my mate's birthday party.
Oh no!
And he asked us all to meet him at the Goose in Wolverhampton. So me and my wife got the buzz into town, which drops us off in Broad Street. It was the same night that Wolves were playing Reading in the playoff semi-final. And I think we won. We definitely won over the 2 legs. I think we won. And we get off the bus in Broad Street to what can only be described as a full-scale riot.
Oh.
There's just fighting everywhere.
Oh, shit.
They knew you were coming.
Yeah. And I'm like, And it's not far from where the bus drops you off in Broad Street to the Goose. But when there's just, you're in the middle of a war zone. You know, I imagine 50 yards in the middle of Stalingrad was probably a bit risky. I'm there. Yeah. Like, I'm not good at violence. I'm really not. I'm one of those people who's like, come on then. Oh, and then I wake up 20 minutes later in a hospital. Right? That's kind of what happens with me. So I'm very aware of the fact that if this finds me, I'm going to come out worse. I just am. And you can see this one group in particular kind of dash in, kick fuck out of someone really quick, and then just disappear back into the crowd. So the coppers are trying to deal with it. And you can see the ringleaders just kind of like moving around and just picking people very quickly, bat the fuck out of them, and move off and like disperse. Saw someone get stabbed in the arm right in front of me, which was like, oh God. We get to the pub are like, no, we're not letting anyone in. I'm like,
I mean, which you can't really.
No, you can't.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, you can't blame them.
I'm trying to remember when it was. I was with my then girlfriend in Wolves. I mean, it wasn't the 2011 rise because I was on holiday for them. I think it was like 2010 or 2009. It was like a really hot summer and kids, and there was like some looting and shit. I was in Wolves, and everywhere was shutting really quickly. And her mum worked in the courts, and she got a text from her mum saying, "Leave Wolves now. Shit's about to go down otherwise." And I was like, "Well, this is fun." And it ended up being like 4 guys on like mopeds, and that was about it. It was like there's that sort of electricity in the air.
Yes, yeah.
From before a fight.
Yes.
It's very good.
There was also a time many, many years ago when I came out of the post office in Wolves, and I looked to the left, and there's a big group of lads that end, and then I look to the right, there's a big group of lads that end, and I think, and then you see one guy walk to the front and just go, "Come on," and you're like, "Oh fucking hell!" That's the giveaway. You know what? I think I forgot my stamps. Some more stamps.
Just one of you not fight, please.
Yeah.
I just not. That would be wonderful.
I would appreciate it muchly if you just wouldn't fight.
Optimal.
Here's an idea. Don't fight. Get some therapy.
No, but then that solves their own deep-seated issues. Shall we go for an emergency topic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is my favourite chocolate bar.
Because I've got the stream on my phone as well. Because
do they
I was
still
trying to
do
keep my
topics?
I've forgotten what topic became.
Because you had topics and you had marathons, which of course became Snickers.
I think a topic is still a topic, isn't it?
I haven't seen a topic for years.
When is a topic not a topic?
Tell you what, they've got in B&M, guys. Star bars.
Lovely. Fucking love a Star bar with its oddly papery wrapper.
Weirdly papery, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone, listen to me.
Yeah, Dave, yeah.
If you go into Poundland, they do their own version of Toblerone.
What's it called, Dave?
It's called Twin Peaks, right?
Oh, that's nice.
Now, it was great.
That's actually a pretty good name.
It says on the packaging, Twin Peaks, based on the Urkel and Harkle hills, right?
Right.
And what it is, Toblerones are triangles. Well, with these, one goes that way, and then one goes that way.
Oh, I see.
Because I think they got sued by Toblerone.
They did.
So they just changed the angle. But they taste. But like Toblerone, you go in a shop, buy Toblerone, you get one about that big, and it's like £4.
Yeah.
Right? This is like a full-size bar, and it's £1.
Oh.
And they've got loads of different flavours. So they've got ones with like popping candy in, and they've got ones with like cinder toffee in, and
fucking love cinder toffee.
That's a high quality confection.
As I once famously said at a 1448, the only way you can get cinder toffee outside of a fairground is by shaving a crunchie.
Or make it.
You come here. I'll make it with your fucking fish finger sandwiches. Yeah, well, not all of us can make it, Adam. Some of us have to buy our fish finger sandwiches, Adam.
It's just
hot sugar.
If they're in a Sainsbury's meal deal and fish finger sandwich was an option, fuck yeah, every single time. Goodbye, egg and cress.
See you later, prawns salad.
Ta-ta, ploughmans. I'm getting a fish finger.
Okay, we've done chip shop. Okay, hold on, we've done chip shop. Meal deal. Yeah. Go.
Meal deal.
Rich beef sausages. Hi, Lloydie.
Hi, Lloydie.
Hi, Lloydie. Hi. Lloydie's podcast came out today. Everyone should listen to it.
I have been listening to Lloydie's podcast, actually. I've been enjoying it. He's just put in capital letters rich beef sausages. And I should point out
beef sausages.
That is not the name of his podcast.
It's a thing from the Beef and Dairy podcast, but Tesco put a thing on Twitter saying, "What's your ideal meal deal?" And they hid about 500 replies that were just takes on rich beef sausages and blocked everyone.
They blocked people as well. Oh my god.
My response was, I'm a big fan of trying to get as much money as possible from my meal deal, so I always go for rich beef sausages.
I am that person who goes in. I pick my sandwich.
Yeah.
But I am that person who's like, I then get whatever chocolate bar and whatever drink is the most expensive on its own.
So you're an innocent smoothie man.
I always get the smoothie because it's more expensive.
It's like £1.80.
Coconut,
and that already, boom.
Coconut water.
Oh, the fuck is wrong with you? Because I always make sure, when I do it, I always make sure I pick things I like.
No, I do like coconut water.
You're wrong. No one likes coconut water.
I do. No. And also, if I fall over and I need to give myself a drip on the way back to work, I'm covered. You know, you can't do that.
It works as human plasma.
Yeah, you can't do that with an instant smoothie.
I bet you can. I reckon you can. I've never had to try it, and you know what? I don't want to. I don't want to be in a situation where I think I might need to put an instant smoothie inside me because I'm dying.
I enjoy a smoothie.
Rich
beef
sausages.
What's your go-to meal deal?
So when I was working in the office, I always used to go to Boots to get the meal deal because it was the nearest place. And I would always get a chicken salad sandwich and some quavers and the purple smoothie, the purple naked smoothie.
Did you used to take in a Boots card?
Yeah, so I get my points. Yeah. Because let me tell you guys, Boots Advantage card points, I just spent £25, except I didn't. It was all points.
It's second only to Superdrug. Superdrug's another good one.
Yeah. It's a good point system.
Prawn cocktail sandwich. And then normally, so very often in the meal deal, a grab bag. Grab bag of crisps.
Oh, so you can get a grab bag in the meal deal.
That's the great thing about the Tesco meal deal. They're all grab bags.
Yeah. If I'm getting prawn cocktail, I'm a big fan of the prawn crisps. If I'm eating a prawn cocktail sandwich, don't want too much prawn. That's too much.
You got double prawn then, yeah.
Yeah, so you need to go for something a little bit sharper. It's less because the prawn cocktail sandwich is quite mellow.
Yeah, you need something to cut through that.
Like maybe a salt and vinegar.
Yeah.
Or if possible, something ridged. To counteract the super soft, soggy prawn.
Yeah.
And then to drink, normally a Pepsi Max.
Now, choice between Pepsi
there's a party in my mouth now, and you're all invited when I'm eating that. So
there's a choice between Pepsi Max and Pepsi Max Cherry. Where do you go?
Not cherry.
I'm all over the drink. I'm all over the Cherry Max.
I'm all over the cherry.
About
like
cherry flavored drink that just makes my tongue like shrink.
What about when they did the raspberry? They did the raspberry for a while, and that was very nice.
That might be all right. I haven't tried it, but
did you have?
I like my plain flavors.
Did you have the Coke that was Christmas flavored?
No.
The cinnamon.
I'm not a fan of when they do stuff to Coke. Like if I'm drinking a Coke, it's because I need sugar and caffeine immediately, and it's too hot for tea. So I just want to drink the Coke.
I very rarely drink full fat Coke now. Yeah. Because I fear what shape I would be in if I did.
Right.
So I tend to drink Diet Coke if I have Coke, but then sometimes they come out with Diet Coke vanilla. Like you could put vanilla in anything and I'd eat it.
Yeah, vanilla's that's all right. I'll accept that as a flavour option. But I like just plain. If I'm having Coke, I just want some Coke.
In first year university, I had a friend who would order in vanilla Coke from America when it wasn't on stock in the UK. And he would spend a lot of money doing so.
I tell you what, I've had at Five Guys. You know, they've got that machine that's got like 200 drinks in it, and you pick one.
Yes.
That peach Sprite. That's nice.
You get it's like peach, apple, strawberry. You get of all the different
raspberry.
versions.
Yeah.
Very
the
yum.
peach one's nice.
Okay.
I have them at Pizza Hut now.
I'd never been in Five Guys. I think I've only ever been in once with John T, actually.
Oh,
Five Guys will destroy your ass.
What?
Because you'll just poop yourself. It's a very diarrhea-inducing food.
I haven't found that myself.
No.
You're
I
clearly not eating anything spicy enough.
I thought it was an average burger. I didn't think it was that special. But what really annoyed me, really got my goat, was you're in there, you've purchased your food. I don't need the walls everywhere to be covered with like fucking love letters to you.
Yeah, that is a bit cringy.
You know what I mean? I'm going for a shit. I don't need to read how good you are on the wall. I'm already in here.
Oh, they're not. I thought
you've won already.
Yes.
The way you said that, I thought they'd written love letters to you.
No. They basically.
I was going to say that
Thanks for ordering a burger, Dave.
If they had done that, I would only eat them.
Yeah.
No, they put their own. They put basically their own reviews on the wall.
Nice.
Yeah.
Everywhere, like not one little notice board. Look what everyone said about us on TripAdvisor. Aren't we great? Everywhere.
With it. Yeah.
I'm having a dump. I've already bought my. I don't need to read.
Hang on. Are these in like the restaurant as well? Like the main seating? Why are you taking a dump in the main seating area, Dave?
No, I do. I usually depends how bad the burger is, but usually I do wait until I get to the toilet.
That is the optimal way of doing things.
Well, when we were on holiday once, there was a blackout in the restaurant we were in. Just as my dad went to the toilet, and then we heard a load of shouting from the kitchen, and we just had this image that he'd made the wrong
He's
turn
gone
in
through the wrong door,
and he's accidentally ruined a pudding. Like the lights come back on, he's just found squatting over a pot. Says, the chocolate
warm in here. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. It's possible.
And it's a message from Lloydie. My apartment wall is full of my own reviews from shows and several love letters too. It's cheap wallpaper and a lift in these trying times.
That's so nice.
I
Not
will
a corporation, Lloydie. So
Lloydie,
that's okay.
I'll send you a love letter if it makes you have a lift.
Aww.
I love the word lift. Lift.
Oh, so Jonty's just mentioned the Wolfram Food Court in Wolverhampton, which has been shut since pandemic. So I don't know if it's still open. It had like several. It had about 4 different food outlets, but one of them was Burger King, which meant everyone went to Burger King, and the other 3 just kept changing hands because they kept going out of business. But he says they do a strawberry Fanta.
Oh, fucking beautiful.
Ooh. Yeah, I think I'm all right with that.
I'm a big Fanta fan. Second only to Lilt.
Yeah.
I adore a Lilt. It's
I love a Lilt.
Lilt gets you there.
Totally tropical taste.
Gets you there, doesn't it?
You wouldn't think it would work, but like pineapple and coconut in a fizziness, lovely.
Nice.
It also I love the fact that as you eat pineapple eats you.
That was very deep.
No, it's true. Pineapple contains the enzyme that attacks and dissolves flesh.
Amino acids or something, isn't it?
Really?
Yeah. So if you eat too much pineapple, you'll notice that you'll start tasting blood and your teeth are bleeding.
You need to eat a hell of a lot of it. Though.
It's because the pineapple is digesting you.
Is this why they say you shouldn't have pineapple on pizza?
No, that's because people are snobs.
It's why you put a pineapple ring on your gammon, because gammon's quite tough. So the pineapple breaks it down a bit and makes it softer. That's the idea.
Is this what they teach you at grammar school?
I've never been to grammar school, as you well know.
My grandma taught me it, so I was taught at a grandma school.
My mum went to catering college.
My mum went to... No, she didn't. Yes, she did. No, she didn't. But she was a trained chef. My mum was turned down for a job by the Queen.
Oh, my God.
What an interesting story.
Fuck you, the Queen.
Get back to your castle, the Queen.
Yeah.
The Queen.
Fuck off to your castle.
The Queen. Fuck off, I'm the Queen.
Have I told you about my mum's wedding photos?
Can't remember.
No.
So my mum has got a wedding photo, right, from when she married my dad, right? And you know how most brides hold a bouquet of flowers?
Yeah.
She's got, and I shit you not, a ring of black pudding.
Nice.
Are you kidding?
I want that photo.
Absolutely.
Dave.
I want that photo.
We need the photo.
I will
Dave,
go to
we
my
need the photo.
yes,
Dave, we need the photo.
I will go
Dave.
to my mum's and I will get the photo and I will put it on the socials.
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
So
I love black pudding as well.
Now, the thing was, you don't normally see other people's wedding photos, do you? You know what I mean? It's not something that's like
They're just in a book in the cupboard. Like.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, growing up, there was this photo of my mom in a wedding dress holding a ring of black pudding. I thought that's what you did.
When you say
that was normal.
Were they like tip to tail connected?
Yeah, like it was like the almost a full ring, but it was like the
a
U.
heart shape.
No. It was like a U of black
Like
pudding.
two black puddings shaped like a heart. She's like,
What was it like a horseshoe of black pudding?
It was like a horseshoe of black pudding.
So it was like a good,
how they come like a full
Yeah.
like a Yorkshire good luck sign.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Lancashire.
Yeah.
Because black pudding's Lancashire, isn't it?
So it wasn't until
amazing.
I was much older that someone said to me, "That's not normal."
So when it came to your wedding, did you try and get one for Faith?
No, because I'd already found out by then. It turned out.
I need to know why. I need to know why, Dave.
I'm going to tell you
why. That happened.
I'm gonna say a very simple sentence to you and go, "Oh, get it." She worked in a butcher's.
Right. Here's my counter argument. So do lots of people.
Yeah.
And they don't get married with a giant black pudding, just clutching a giant black pudding.
So when you were married, Dave, did your bride, did she hold
holding a pen?
two computer mice?
Yeah.
I wasn't going to invest in computer mice at my wedding. No, I think it was given to her.
Was it like a gift? Like, this is your dowry?
I think it was like a joke. You know what I mean? The other women who worked in the butchers kind of went, "Hey, I'll hold this," and she's like, "Yeah, alright, that's funny."
There is a thing about giving them like a horseshoe.
Yeah,
that's a thing. Luck. Yeah, for good luck. So on your wedding day. So obviously they just made one out of delicious meat product.
I just asked, did she throw it? No, I don't think she did throw it.
Yeah, did she throw it? Oh my god, please let her have just wanged a giant black pudding.
Yeah, it's like welly wanging.
Like welly wanging.
But with a black pudding.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's so good. Why? Please ask your mum if she threw it into the crowd.
Yes,
please.
I will. I can imagine now that if you were in the crowd, Hannah, you'd be there desperately trying to catch.
I would elbow those bitches into next week. I want that pudding, right? You are not getting between me and that fucking giant sausage thing. No.
That could be your motto. You're not getting between
Lloydie's
me.
Great comment. Have you been injured by a flying black pudding? Then you can be entitled to compensation.
An accident at work. A flying black pudding. Yes, that's the best thing I've ever heard. I would like to shake your mum by the hand and tell her that she's amazing.
Your next wedding.
My next one. Yeah, good to keep planning
wedding.
it. Yeah.
I think someone's getting. I'm gonna make sure it's not gonna be like a horseshoe. I'm gonna make you a fucking bouquet.
Right.
Just like of green twine, wrapping them together, and it's gonna look like a bag of dicks.
Well, it's funny you should say that. Jonty's just put in the chat, "I've been injured by something resembling a black pudding, but I think that's a gay joke."
Jonty. Either that, or he was just beaten with a stick.
I wasn't planning on getting married ever again, but now I really want those sausages.
We
so
can arrange it just
that.
so you have that one moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on, have you got the dress still?
Yes.
We can just have the moment.
Just
to have the moment with the
we can just have pudding. It so you get to throw a black pudding into a crowd.
As she got the dress, Adam, every first date she turns up in that dress.
It's me.
Hello. Is this a bit forward?
I'm not gonna comment. But yeah, I basically just want the black pudding. So if we could do that without me having to go through the rigmarole of like a relationship,
Hannah's next wedding dress is going to have a scabbard attached.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Yeah.
That would be good.
That would be great.
Scabbard.
Scabbard.
We once had a poetry group called the Anti-Poet come and do one of our gigs, and they're brilliant. If anyone gets a chance to see the Anti-Poet, just like sell children to see them. They're really good. What I didn't realise is the guy who plays bass, he's a transvestite. So when he got married, he wore the dress and looked fabulous.
Oh.
And he was like,
she was fucking fuming.
Yeah.
I've wanted to have this moment all my life, and he turns up and he's just, yes, it's attractive, but at the same time.
I think if I was her, I would wear a suit, like.
No, you wouldn't. You'd wear just a scabbard.
I would just wear a sword and nothing else.
Yes, a scabbard.
Welcome to my wedding.
That and woad.
Just paint myself in woad. Yeah. Seems fair. Seems legit. Yeah.
A mate of mine got married in Vegas by Elvis.
Nice.
Actually Elvis, though, because if he thinks it is, I have some bad news.
Yeah, he wasn't the real Elvis. He said he was... I mean, he was like, you know, Chapel O' Love, Elvis, family at home watching it on a webcam.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Two cab drivers as witnesses. Like, they...
Had he, like... Was it a spur of the moment thing, or had he planned it?
No. Him and his partner had planned it. They'd gone over to Vegas to do it that way.
And just gone there and gone, fuck it, let's get Elvis to marry us. Yay!
And he said he was really, really nervous. And then...
Well, you don't get your lines wrong in front of Elvis.
Yeah. Well, he said this guy came out dressed as Elvis in the white jumpsuit with the flared trousers, right?
Nice.
The white one. The proper Elvis.
The Vegas
with
era.
Like a little tape.
Vegas era Elvis.
Did he have a little tape?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And he says he just walked over to my mate and just went, "Hi, I'm Elvis Presley." And my mate went, "Yeah, that was it." All the nerves went. I'd love that. There was a thing where at the Lighthouse you could have got an Elvis impersonator to marry you. You could like redo your vows. And me and Fee were going to do that, but the dates didn't work out.
Oh man,
shame.
There was a guy that used to do like Elvis impersonating at the only restaurant in town. There'd be a night where it's called The Only Restaurant, and it was hilarious because we were there one night and he was on, and he'd be all like singing a little song like Suspicious Minds, and then he'd go, "All right, everyone, so I hope you're all having a good time." Like he was like really northern. He didn't keep it through the patter. He did all of his patter like, "Hello, yes, I'm here to do some songs for you now.
My name's Elvis. It's absolutely
always on my mind." Oh, did you like that one? I thought you did. Yeah, it was lovely. It was like the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. It was great.
That sounds terrible.
He was so short as well. He was so tiny. He was like this little tiny man.
Oh well, I saw The Works, which are a Queen cover band, and they're a fucking good one. And on stage,
was it Flash?
The guy playing Freddie was brilliant. Like he was absolutely.
Was it Flash?
What?
Was it the band Flash?
No, it was the Works.
Oh right. Okay.
Absolutely fucking brilliant. And the guy on stage playing Freddie was perfect. Stayed up the whole time. Got the voice afterwards. He looked like a tiny accountant.
Oh.
Because like he had like mustache off, like the wig off because he was balding, and he was like, "Hello, I play Freddie." And I'm glad you enjoyed the show. It was just like this a bit like Mercury himself, just this tiny little man, like, "Hello." It fun. Well, those songs good, eh? Aren't those songs good?
Yeah.
Good. Oh, Croatia.
Well, that's so adorable.
Jonty's just put in the chat, and he's absolutely right. There was a Dean Martin impersonator who used to advertise on the bins in the Manda Centre in Wolverhampton.
On the bins?
There used to be adverts on the bins in the Manda Centre, and there was every bin had an advert for this Dean Martin impersonator.
Oh my god! What was his name? Martin Dean. That's what I'd call myself.
It's got to be something like that.
That's a great name. Or
yes,
Meme Dartin.
Larry.
I mean that's an advertising.
I'd be Mean Dartin.
Mean Dartin.
Mean Dartin.
Yeah, equally as good.
Best tribute act you've ever seen?
The Queen one. Great 2 hours. I remember when I was drinking at Ironbridge, which is every time I go to Ironbridge. But like a couple of years back, there were posters for a Lee Evans tribute.
I haven't seen a Lee Evans tribute.
And it just there's a comedian.
There's a Chubby Brown tribute.
Well, that's weird. But I've never understood the because I get it. Like, obviously, you can't go and see Lee Evans if you live in in rural Shropshire,
or you haven't got
you have no concept of the
or you haven't got £800.
Yeah. I'd never heard of it. I'd never heard before or after a comedian cover act.
No, like they must have to memorize the whole set.
But it just feels I get that band cover acts exist, and I've never questioned that. But I'd never even thought of the idea of a comedian.
It's the fact that the Chubby. Apparently, I haven't seen him, but apparently the Chubby Brown tribute act goes and does jokes that were on Chubby Brown's DVDs from years ago. So everyone goes there knowing the jokes.
Same with the Evans one. It's all their material.
And it's like.
So it's like just watching.
Watching
a DVD, but
it might have been
not
Rob.
Quite as good redoing it.
Yeah, it might have been Rob that was telling me this. But also, this Chubby Brown tribute act had memorised the put downs for the heckles. So then the audience would do the same heckles. So he'd do the same.
Oh, because they knew when the heckle came in because they'd watched it. Oh God! So it became like a weird, Rocky Horror, audience participation thing.
And the thing is, it's not that expensive to go and see Chubby Brown.
I was gonna say where's he gigging? Fucking End of the Pier, little things. You could just go and see the real one if you were really into vaguely racist comedy or whatever.
It's not vaguely. Let's be fair. It's not vaguely.
It's not vaguely racist.
Yeah, well, I've never seen it, but I'm assuming it's racist from what I've heard.
He's like a far more racist Jethro.
Oh no.
I kind of like Jethro because he's from Cornwall and he's very, very big and famous in Cornwall, Devon, and Somerset, and that's it. Because his accent is so strong, they can't understand him outside.
No one else can. Yeah. Yeah.
Talking of End of the Pier, I was in Blackpool. Yeah, it was Blackpool. And North Pier in Blackpool, which is the worst of the piers.
Yeah.
Right. I've never been to Blackpool.
Oh, it's great. You should definitely go to Blackpool.
We should do a live episode for that.
Yeah,
right, carry on.
Like all seaside resorts, there are two parts to it. So there's the front, which has got all nice hotels and arcades and the seafront, and then you go back two streets, and it's just destitution.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
British seaside, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. But do you remember Rusty Goff?
Is that a sex move?
I remember the name.
The bouncing weatherman on live TV.
Oh, God.
Rusty Goff was in Blackpool doing one of the kids' rides at the front of the North Pier. He was managing...
Rich in the lake, please keep all hands and arms inside the vehicle. But Shabba, then.
Yeah, but it was the kids' ride, so they didn't do the Shabba.
Yeah.
which why would you do that ride if you couldn't go to Shabba?
Oh my God.
Yeah, and he was like, that's Rusty Goff.
How much was he getting paid for that? Not much, I imagine.
Yeah, I can't imagine that's
Yeah.
I can't imagine that's unionised.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't mean to be disrespectful to it. I
Scream
can't,
if you want to go faster.
Yeah, I can't imagine that he's got union backing.
Yeah, that's not minimum wage, is it? It's cash in hand, isn't it?
Well, he lives up there. Maybe he owns it.
Don't know.
Maybe he's just local and he's like, oh,
he's
fuck it, I want to be in front of a crowd.
Short lad, isn't he?
He was like, wow,
that's weird.
That's Rusty Goff. So yeah, that was a bit of an odd day. But then again, I was in Blackpool, so it was a bit of an odd day in Blackpool.
I feel like it's a place for odd things.
My next story is actually when I went to Blackpool.
Ah.
And just insanity happened. It's I really like it as a town. It's got this strange vibe which I can't quite put my finger on.
Seaside towns are often like that, aren't they? There's something a bit like other about them.
I remember my mum. Where did she say? Carry on. Talk to yourself. Talk amongst yourselves while I find out exactly where this was.
I've just noticed in the chat John T saying he would be Stoke-on-Trent Reznor as a tribute act, which I love a lot.
Big fan. Big fan of that. Big fan. How big a fan?
Big fan.
Quite large.
Massive fan.
Now that was it. When I went to Blackpool with the family the once, my mum said, "Oh, you should go to Fleetwood, up the coast."
Oh no!
They've got a great market in Fleetwood. So me and Fee went, "Oh, okay, we'll give it a go." So
we could buy a Mac.
we drove up to Fleetwood, and it was like, you know what you think? Where is that place where all the pensioners buy those coats from?
Yes.
They're Fleetwood Macs.
They are Fleetwood Macs. Yeah. It was Fleetwood Market. It was like, that's why my mum likes it.
Did they have fleeces with like a wolf on them?
No, because my God, I've just half read what Jonty's put in the chat.
Is it about a kitten for Hitler?
What?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I know about David Goff.
Rusty Goff's wiki page. There's a paragraph in it. In 2002, Goff played the lead role.
I don't know if you should read it out, Dave.
In A Kitten for Hitler, a film created by Ken Russell, with the intention of making something as offensive as possible. Goff played a Jewish child and made it into a lamp by... Fucking Ken Russell's just weird, isn't he?
Yes.
Imagine going from that to being like, please keep all hands in arms inside the vehicle.
I've worked with Ken Russell.
Yeah.
I mean, what Ken Russell went from Women in Love to A Kitten for Hitler.
Yeah. That's the one with Oliver Reed, like, wrestling in front of the fire, right?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
There's the great story about that is that apparently Oliver Reed and Alan Bates wouldn't do that scene. So
really?
Yeah, they was like, no, we're not doing that. So the night before they were due to film it, Ken Russell took them to the pub and got them really drunk. And they
doesn't sound like Oliver Reed.
Yeah, and then they ended up going to the toilet at the same time, and then they came out and went, "It's okay, we'll do the scene. It's a draw."
Oh, the past is another country. They do things differently there.
What the fuck 70s is a favourite saying of mine.
When I played Toby Belch in 12th Night, I based him off Oliver Reed, his mannerisms and stuff.
Someone's a real actress.
So thanks.
Could you give us a bit of a...
No, I can't because it's a full body thing, and I had like a big jacket on. Like,
I mean, you've got a lot of space behind you to work in.
Yeah, but that's too much pressure. No, but I noticed that he does this thing with his hand when he's talking. That he he's looking for the words because he's a bit drunk, and he does this with his hand a lot. And so I incorporated that into it, and like the way that he pauses in weird places in a phrase and stuff. Yeah.
That's
but it meant I had to watch a lot of interviews with him, and I just got really sad because I was like, oh man, imagine if someone had just gone, hey, Ollie, maybe chill out a bit on the old.
Have you seen the interview where he gives about him dying and what he wants to happen after his death?
Can't remember.
It is. He's like, and everyone's gonna be really happy, and I'm gonna stop now because I'm making myself sad.
Oh God, no! Because that's it. You can see the sadness in his eyes. The drunker he gets, and you're like, come on. Someone's got to just tell him to stop.
Everyone who gets drunk, though, isn't it?
Wouldn't it be nice?
It's that point.
Just kind.
Yeah, oh no.
The melancholy.
Yeah.
What happens if you put a dog inside a melon?
About 11:30 at night. Usually, yeah, usually in the Wetherspoons because it's the only place that's open other than nightclubs, and they won't let you in because you're over 40.
Yeah.
So you're sitting there with a pint of out-of-date directors that's cost you £1.80. Go in.
I'm going to interrupt this because I've just seen that also Rusty Goth is the face of Ginster's Pasties.
Not Pucker. That's how you can tell his career's on the down low.
What a varied career that man has had.
He wasn't here on Palumpa.
I don't know. I don't know anything about him except the things that have been discussed here.
He is in Some Others Do Have Him. One of them.
That's a bit of a difference. Some Others Do Have Him and it ain't Half Hot Man.
Yes.
They're very, very different programs.
Yeah, close enough. No, I'm thinking of the other one. I'm thinking of the other small person who was in, actually just short, who was in Ain't Half Hot Man.
Oh, thingy. Don Estelle.
Don Estelle, who in his later years would be found in like Woolworths selling tapes.
Oh,
really?
Yep. While still wearing the big pith helmet.
I have to think that, because done like bits of acting with people and done a bit of tuition and stuff, and you get young people in particular kind of, they want to be famous and all that stuff. And when I was particularly doing this earlier in life, the one example I always gave was, and this is no disrespect to him, it's like, you think it's all great, but the problem is, eventually, there's a risk that you end up like Dean Gaffney.
Yeah.
Where everyone knows who you are, but you've got to sign on the dole. Because you've got no money. Yeah.
Dean Gaffney showed up at my halls of residence when I was at uni, and it was all a bit creepy because he was a bit old, like quite a bit older than everybody there, and we were all like, "That's Dean Gaffney. This is a bit weird."
Yeah, he had it rough because like he was fucking minted. Everyone knew who he was. He was making an absolute fortune, and then all of it, like virtually overnight, it just kind of, and then he's got very much like a professional footballer. Everyone goes on about professional footballers being paid too much, but, a lot of them... Christian Eriksen, from, a few weeks back, his career is now finished. And he'll get paid till the end of his contract, and then he's got nothing. It's gone.
Yeah.
Looking at Dean Gaffney's wiki, because I had no idea who you were talking about.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, God, you're young.
He was on EastEnders until, 2019. He's fine.
No, he went off EastEnders for a bit.
Yeah. He was off EastEnders for a long time.
2004, 2010, 2015, 2017, 2019.
Does he pop up in it?
He's on for 3 years last. But then, then his rest of his career is The Bill, I'm a Celebrity, Extras, Am I High, Let's Dance Comic Relief, Misfits, and Celebs Go Dating. Has half of him credits like himself.
Mm.
And
I only really remember his dog. I don't really remember. I never really watched EastEnders that much.
He actually got, so after he got kicked out of EastEnders the first time, he was like, the paparazzi got hold of him, basically. Yeah. And he got papped coming out the dole office.
That would have been around the time that he turned up at my halls of residence.
Yeah. So he's like, he has to go and sign on because he's got no money.
Mm.
And then, like, the paparazzi are following him about, and then there's stories about him in the Sundays. It's like, that's really... you know what? Fucking newspapers. Fucking bastards, some of them.
Yeah.
Johnty says he got kicked off again, fell off the wagon. That's the other problem. Oh, Dean Gaffney. We'll get him on here.
Let's not.
We'll get...
Come on. You know, because someone would have clipped this, and it's just really sad. Hannah? What's your immediate reaction? Why would you immediately say no to that?
Because
it would be a little bit like it would be equivalent of like a modern day freak show, wouldn't it? Just like, look what we've got.
Like,
remember this guy?
Yeah. It would be like taking advantage of the one who's
nostalgia, the live stream.
Yeah. And you don't even remember him because you're a
I've got
small
no
boy.
idea who he is.
Here's a question. So
he had a big dog called Wellard. That's
I know the dog.
Yeah, that was his dog.
Here's a question then. Anyone will say living. Who would you like to have on the podcast? Don't go for the obvious. You know, don't go all Tom Cruise, right?
That's not obvious.
It's not obvious.
I would never say that.
Who would you like as a guest on the podcast? And no disrespect to like John T. I mean, someone, you know, who's famous.
Well, apart from all the people watching now.
Apart from all the people watching, because they're all lovely. Oh, that's got you well written. No, you know what I mean, John T. You know what I mean, John T. You know I love you.
We mean as well as you, not instead of you.
Miriam Margolyes.
Oh!
That would be hilarious.
In which case, you'd also go with Brian Blessed, wouldn't you?
On the same...
Oh, no.
I don't think our speakers would...
No one else needs to talk that episode.
Yeah, but don't you feel that you're ruining it there because you're going to have half Margolyes,
it's like crossing the streams.
Yeah. When if you could get both of them on, you'd have them on separate. I mean that Richard Herring when he's got Brian Blessed on, he's just the best one.
Richard doesn't say anything for an hour and a half.
And then Brian Blessed ends it by doing opera.
He's punched the Dalai Lama.
I've got his autobiography on CD, read by him.
What, the Dalai Lama?
No, yes. Brian Blessed.
He's an excellent actor who was ruined by Blake Seven.
Who, the Dalai Lama?
Yes. Yeah, he played Aurak, yeah.
That's such a niche joke.
Hang on. Brian Blessed punched the Dalai Lama.
Yeah, they had because he met him because they're friends.
Didn't he challenge him to a fight?
They had like a pretend spar.
Yeah.
And the Dalai Lama and Brian Blessed was one of the few people who can say they punched the Dalai Lama, and also the Dalai Lama was one of the few people who can say they punched Brian Blessed.
Yeah.
He's got a really big flat foot. Brian Blessed, not the Dalai Lama.
The stories that he tells about going up Everest and like he gets like altitude sickness and starts hallucinating stuff and things like that is like crazy.
Well, he also, but even when he's at low altitude in the Himalayas, he believes that the Yeti is a real thing because he's seen them. And
he's already a bit like.
I believe that he has seen the Yeti.
It might have just been his own reflection.
I don't think the Yeti is real, but I believe that Brian Blessed has seen it.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay, those were probably the obvious ones. Miriam Margolyes and Brian Blessed.
Yeah, and Stephen Fry, obviously.
Eddie Izzard.
Yeah.
Good shout.
She'd be great fun.
Great.
Oh, yes.
You want someone who's like got, good anecdotes.
I'd like Lolly Adefope.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Ian McKellen from John T, of course. The whole cast of BBC's Horrible Histories.
Yeah.
The Six Idiots. Yep, I'd have them on.
Yeah.
Isn't Danny, what's his face?
Welbeck.
Who played the cat in Red Dwarf?
Danny John Jules.
Danny John Jules. Isn't
more importantly,
on Horrible Histories?
No. At least he wasn't. He might be now. We could only get him on for Pancake Day though.
Yeah. Pancake Day. Pancake Day.
Tony Robinson would be a great one. That's a man who has so many fun stories. Like the time.
But Tony's gone a bit like in his old age, hasn't he? He's gone a bit like, oh no, Brexit or whatever.
No, he's annoyingly, Tony Robinson is still left of the Labour Party. Which makes him seem like when he criticizes the Labour Party, everyone's like, oh, he's become very right wing. He's not. I just like the fact that he's got a story about him in a field post coitus, and then he was like, oh, what a lovely bee, and the bee stung him on his cock. Just that's the level of like his autobiography is you think it's gonna be like, oh, Tony Robbins, what a lovely man. It's stories about him taking a shit in the Queen's Garden, just stuff like that. It's beautiful. Because you forget he's been a jobbing actor for like 60, 70 years.
Yeah.
That's
pancake day.
Like he'd had a full career before Blackadder.
I can't stop thinking about the pancakes.
He used to do a sketch show called Who Dares Wins with Jimmy Morville and Rory McGrath and lots of other people. And he was famous for being, I believe, the first live show to drop the F-bomb on television. But also the first live show to have a fully naked man, which was Tony Robinson.
Tony Robinson, yep. It was the first live show to have a fully naked Tony Robinson.
First live show to have a fully naked Tony Robinson. Yeah. So he used to quite often let it all hang out, as it were.
He's just one of those people who clearly has a bit of fun. But I've not heard any stories about him that are bad. Which for a man.
My dad hates him because he watches Time Team and he's like, why does Tony keep bullying the archaeologists? Just let them do their work.
Oh,
stop trying to speed them up, Tony. My dad's like, just leave them alone. They know what they're doing, Tony. Stop trying to push them for things. They're taking their time. They're professionals.
That Brummie archaeologist is like, hold on, to found a bit of pot. Everyone else is like
Phil?
Everyone else looks like an archaeologist, and he's there with a big hat, muddy trousers. Looks like he's a farmer.
Phil. No, he's not from Birmingham. He's from the University of Wessex.
Yeah, he's proper Bristol, isn't he? He's proper Bristol.
He's right, what we done is we found a bit of pot. It might be Roman or it might be not. All the way round.
What we done here? We dug a channel. We dug a channel in the field, right? We found that underneath the earth there is actually another smaller earth.
Time Team is one of those programs where if it's on, I'll watch it and I'll enjoy it. But I won't go out of my way to watch it.
Yeah, you wouldn't be like, oh, quick, it's 6 o'clock.
Like Time Commander, yeah.
I was going to say, like Scrap Heap Challenge.
No, fuck off. I have literally crawled home drunk to watch Scrap Heap.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
But what's worse is I knew it was on YouTube, so I could watch it anyway.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I didn't. I was excited.
I am not a fan of.
They were making boats.
I'm going to say it now. I'm really going to. I shouldn't say this on the internet.
Oh, God.
I'm not a fan of Robert Llewellyn.
Why?
Why? He was a cobbler. He
was a cobbler, Dave. He cobbled.
I don't know.
What is it about him that you don't like?
What?
His mannerisms?
No,
I need to know.
We need to know. Inquiring
minds. I think it was when he got onto the electric car thing.
Yeah.
It all became a bit preachy. And
he was the first person I knew in the public eye who properly adapted it.
And I get that, and it was a good thing, but he just. You know what? When people are militant vegans.
No.
Yeah. Well, I know the concept of that.
Yeah. And it's like they're in your face with it, and it's just like, okay, you're just annoying me now. As a result of you being militant, for every animal you don't eat, I'm gonna eat 3. All right, just.
Are you the same like with just like everything?
Yes, yeah. It's kind of if things start getting a bit in your face.
So when UNICEF are like, we need to stop a war because children are dying, you're like, I'm going to kill 4 on the way home. Fuck you, UNICEF.
Right.
Yeah, when WaterAid's like every day 8 children die from poor sanitation and dirty water, you're like, I'm gonna go piss in this river.
I'm gonna. Oh God!
I'm shatting this on. Take that, WaterAid.
This is gonna get me into trouble.
Yeah.
Oh no! This is always a good start to any sentence.
Oh, Dave.
I'm proud of you, Dave.
You know when they do these like Bernardo's adverts?
Yeah.
I'm really excited where this is going.
Oh God.
There's footage of, say, a kid in a cot and it's all looking a bit dishevelled, crying.
Yeah.
I always think, how did they make the child cry?
Yeah, now I've wondered about that advert as well with that crying child. Like, did they just was it like, oh, get the mum to go hide a minute and they'll be all sad and we can film them crying? Because that's a bit mean.
Yeah. Have we got to report them to them?
Did they just have to hang around until the child like got into a Mardy and then were like, oh, quick, get the camera on?
Yeah.
Phil.
I feel really uncomfortable with that.
So how long is the footage of the child crying?
Not very long.
So it could just be they genuinely did wait around a bit.
Yeah, I know, but it's just a bit weird, isn't it? It's like, let's wait here until this baby cries.
You know, like,
imagine that was your job for the day.
Little, like, not even a toddler. It's like holding itself up on the edge of the crib. It's like a tiny child.
You know when you're watching Point Break?
No.
Yeah.
Right?
When you point your gun in the air and say, ah.
Right? Well,
Yeah.
before that, you go running through people's gardens, didn't you?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you drop kick a bulldog.
Yeah, we've all been there.
What?
Right?
Is that what happens?
Yeah.
I'm not okay with
Did
it.
they hang on? When you say drop kick, did they drop like a wrestler would do a drop kick, like jump and kick 2 footed?
Okay.
Or did they pick the dog up and
Or was it
punt
more
like
of a
rugby
punt?
player?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a drop, like a
Spoiler.
Like
Was it a drop kick?
Spoiler for Point
drop
Break.
goal, yeah.
Spoiler for Point Break. As Keanu Reeves is chasing Patrick Swayze. Spoiler.
Crazy Patrick Swayze.
Through the gardens.
Crazy Swayze eyes.
Patrick Swayze picks up a bulldog, throws it at Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves catches it and drop kicks it.
Oh, so he like go for a drop goal, right?
Yeah. Right?
He punts it. He punts a bulldog.
Yes.
Punts a bulldog.
Yes.
I'm not okay with it.
Right. But you know when you get to the end of the film and you get to the bottom of the credits and it says the American Humane Association has confirmed that no animals were injured during the feed, right?
Yeah.
I want that on the end of that advert. Not animals, obviously. Children.
Do you also know that a lot of the time that's bullshit?
Well, I hope.
Films will often give a donation and just say that no animals were harmed.
I mean,
I
hope.
actually have anyone check.
Because I kind of like Keanu Reeves. And I hope he didn't really drop kick a bulldog.
He probably didn't.
I'm sure he didn't.
He seems quite a nice chap.
I actually think that it would be quite difficult to drop kick a bulldog.
I reckon.
They're quite chunky.
With enough practice, I could get 3 points from like
with a bulldog
from 5 meters out. Yeah.
Weren't you the man who famously said I could punch a baby?
No.
You could kill a baby.
If you're gonna slander me, do it correct.
Sorry,
I said that Voldemort is useless because Voldemort couldn't kill a baby. I could kill a baby. I could drop it out the window.
Yeah.
Like it's still a valid massive plot point.
Yeah.
And it did bring us the mighty, glorious line. I'll go back to your castle.
Fuck off to your castle, Joanne. Yeah.
Yes.
And also, I could kill a baby.
Nip that, John T.
No! That's his thing!
All I'm saying is it's taken me this long, but I've got Hannah to say that she could kill me. With pride in her eyes.
I feel we're getting into the realms of bullying now.
No. The realms of bullying will be going...
Is that how they did bullying
smell.
at your school?
That's how they did bullying in my school. That and emotional abuse. Garbage day, pancake day.
Did you want one of these conversation topics?
Yeah, I mean,
we're getting on for an hour and 20.
I know, we're nearly there now.
Should we have one to end it?
yeah, let's have one to end it.
Shall I give you a few and you can pick your favourite?
No.
Go for one. Just click random like 4 times.
Okay.
If it's shit, it's your fault.
4. Oh, okay. So it's what did you want to be when you grow up, when you were younger?
I don't plan to grow up.
That will never happen.
Hey.
Okay.
But when you were little, what did you want to be?
You know what? As daft as it sounds, I do remember sitting there as a kid writing and wanting to
That's nice though.
write, and I've done it. That is 20% of my job now. So
yeah, that's pretty swish.
That's a large percent.
That is a chunky chunk.
I did say actually so I'm 48, and I did say when I was 55, I wanted to go down to a 3-day week. So I always said at 55, I wanted to do a part-time job at B&Q to see me out until retirement. You've got to have a dream.
That's nice,
back when that would actually, be able to cover it.
Yeah, you could actually,
and I very nearly, the pandemic stopped it, but I was about, so when coronavirus kicked in the January, in the following in that September, I was gonna go down to a 3-day week.
Oh.
Sorry, in the April, I was gonna go down to a 3-day week.
Oh my god! So right in pandemic time.
And then it was like, no, I'm not doing it now.
Damn.
So yeah, I mean, in which case I'd have done it 7 years before 8 years.
Yeah, before the plan.
So I was kind of, I consider myself quite lucky, even though I'm got a cellar full of mental illnesses, and
we all have.
Cellar full implies that yours are vintage.
Yes, they are. Yes, I had them before anybody else. It's the I'm reading a book at the minute on Broadmoor.
Right. Cheery reading.
One of the books I'm reading, and they said in like the 1800s, it was like that's where you get idiots and imbeciles from, because that was a legal definition.
Oh, the word for it, yeah.
Yes,
it was a legal definition. Was that person's an idiot? Send them to Broadmoor.
Some bad.
Yeah. It's quite interesting actually. It's making a quite big case of all those things you think about Broadmoor are wrong.
Interesting.
Interessant.
And I'm also reading.
Hannah, what was yours?
I'm also reading Under the Skin.
Oh. That face says everything.
Yeah, oh, it's brilliant, but it's dark as fuck.
Yeah.
Is that the one that was turned into a film?
Yes, the film's dark as fuck as well.
That film is beautiful.
Oh, it's fantastic, absolutely amazing, but so dark.
I love the fact that so many people in that film didn't know they were being filmed.
Mate of mine comes from Glasgow, and he said like those parts of Glasgow she was driving round. He's like, they were not nice parts of Glasgow.
Yeah.
And she was talking to like proper fucking football lads, you know what I mean? And improvising with them. And yeah. God. Johansson in that film's just I mean the whole film is just brilliant, but it is dark.
It's really pretty. It's a very nice, pretty film.
But it's mentally very tough.
Yeah, I just can't get into anything dark like nowadays. I can't like.
You might like Prevenge or Prevenge.
Prevenge.
Yeah, it's about a woman who's pregnant and her baby tells her to kill people.
I think I will.
But
Why would I like that?
Because it's really.
The whole concept of being pregnant makes me feel physically ill.
It's really quite funny as well. Mike Wozniak's in it.
Oh, well, if
Mike Wozniak's in it.
I'll watch anything.
Yeah. I've just finished reading a book called Tuesdays with Morrie.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this?
I've heard the title. Is it something like It's like an old man.
Yeah, so I thought it was fiction when I started reading it. It turns out it's not. It is a true story.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so Lloydie's read it as well. Now, no, I don't want to give too much away. It's a brilliant book. And very quickly, you go, right, I know what's going to happen. Right?
Right.
It's just obvious that this is where this book's going to end.
Okay.
And I'm going to be upset and I'm going to have a cry.
Nice.
Right.
And then it happens. And you go, oh. Then he puts a coda on the end.
Oh.
And in that coda, I wept like a baby.
Oh, God.
But felt amazing.
Yeah. Like a cathartic
Yes. Cry. Well, not just that. It picks you up. It gives you a sense that the world's okay. You're going to be... We're all going to be okay. Just a phenomenal book. And you'll get through it. Yeah. Like if you started Saturday morning, you'd finish it Saturday night quite easily.
Right. Oh, okay.
It's not massively long. I think I did it, like reading part-time, as I say. I think I did it in about 4 days.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, absolutely brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lloydie says it made him bawl his eyes out.
Right, oh my God.
Hannah, what did you want to be when you grew up?
So when I was at like primary school, I wanted to go to the moon. That was my only thing. I wanted to go to the moon. So I was going to be an astronaut, but then it turns out there's quite a lot of hard work.
Apparently.
So you didn't manage it then?
Didn't manage it. Still dream about it. Don't think I'll ever get there. Then I wanted to be, when I was like, I guess, like sort of doing my GCSEs kind of age, like teenager, I wanted to be a music journalist so I could interview all my favorite bands. That was my thing. I found some of my old stuff when I was clearing out before, and it was like my French work, and it was like, what do you want to be? And I'm like, I'm going to be a music journalist. I'm going to interview Maynard James Keenan from Tool, and like it'll be great, and I'll get to meet all my favorite bands because I'll be interviewing them, and it'll be great. Somewhere along the way, that turned into acting somehow, and that's where I ended up. I'm not sure how. I think because I wanted to do music and I didn't think I was good enough at it, so I thought I'd do acting instead at uni.
Oh no.
But here we are. I am an actor now, so that's good.
You made it.
Yay! But I haven't made it to the moon. But maybe I'll get super rich one day. Yeah. You know, maybe I'll become a billionaire and then we can all go to the moon in my special rocket.
I'd like to go to the moon.
If you become a billionaire, shouldn't you just like go to the moon yourself and then fuck us off and never talk to us again? Isn't that how it works?
Yeah, no, but I wouldn't be like a shithead billionaire. I'd like get my billion and then I'd spend it on stuff and then I'd go back to how I am now. Yeah.
Okay, that was a shame. I was trying to find something out that I read, and I can't find it now, which is a bit of a shame.
What did you want to be?
It was something about 12 people have walked on the moon, but only 12 people have walked on the moon, but only 8 people have done this thing that was a bit...
been to the bottom of the sea.
That was it?
Oh, yeah, because the sea's like creepy and no one can ever go there.
We know more about the moon than we do the bottom of the ocean, yeah.
Yeah, like the Mariana Trench or whatever. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, the deepest part of the ocean, I think only 2 people have been to.
Yeah.
There's a YouTube channel.
The pressure is immense.
There's a YouTube channel which is something like Ocean Explorers, Oceanography Explorers, something like that.
It makes me feel a bit ill.
And they do live streams. So they've got this submersible going down, and they've got all these cameras, and they do a split screen, and and they're all being very scientific, and they're all like very professional, and then something will pass in front of the camera, and they will all turn into children. And it's fucking beautiful the way it happens.
Yeah.
They're so professional, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's what's happening! And they get really excited, and you're like,
because there must be so much stuff down there that we don't know about. That's like, then that's why I'm afraid of the sea, because imagine the things that are down there. Just imagine. The ones we know about are horrendous.
Yeah, weird as fuck.
So imagine what the ones we haven't even seen yet are like.
Yep.
There's that one episode of the Infinite Monkey Cage where they had a biologist on, and she'd been studying this frog. And it was one of these incredibly dangerous, poisonous frogs. It had basically got into an evolutionary battle with a snake.
Oh my God.
So the only thing that could survive the frog's toxin was this snake, because they were just like, that was getting stronger.
Trying to outdo each other,
right?
That's amazing.
And she said it's to the point where if you touch it, you'll die. The poison will go through your skin and you will die. And she said to get there, because it's in like some part of Cambodia or something, and he's like, the gangs run it, and you've got all the drug growers in the area, and it's like just getting to the part of the jungle where this thing is a logistical really nightmare. Yeah. She finally gets that, and she finally sees one. So she's got these like big gloves on, and there's a team of people with her, and she's got this frog, and she's like talking about it, and got it in her hand, and she's like, and look, you can see this bit here. And she says she starts getting really emotional and cries, and then she goes to wipe her tears away, and everyone went, "No!"
Oh, holy fuck!
She was like, "I nearly died."
On camera.
Oh no!
What a way to go, though.
Imagine though, like you've spent your whole like professional career studying this thing, and you finally get to see one, and then you forget that its one main attribute is like, oh my God!
Have you seen the trees in Australia that are so poisonous that if you sleep below it whilst it's raining and any of the water from its leaves gets on you, it doesn't kill you, it just causes like constant pain.
Oh shit.
There's like cases of people getting like lost and using them to wipe their leaves to wipe their ass and killing themselves. It's like the only way to stop the pain is to die.
Oh shit. Australia is such a
Australia is great. The
like,
the land is full of deadly snakes and plants and trees and frogs. And you can jump in the sea, and it's full of sharks and crocodiles and swimming knives.
Like those spiny fish things that get you as well.
I love the fact that it's just because islands are weird with evolution anyway. Everything gets too big and all turns into a crab.
And then anything that you introduce into Australia like goes mad, doesn't it? So they're like, oh, we've got a bit of a problem with like Summit. We'll put some mice there. That'll solve it. And then there's like 50,000 mice. So they're like, oh shit, we better get some like snakes to eat these mice. And then the snakes go fucking mad. They're like, we better get some eagles to like kill these snakes. It's like, no, stop doing that. That doesn't stop that. That's not the way to deal with it. They keep being like, well, we better get these bullfrogs in to get rid of the snakes that get rid of the oh no. Oh, what eats bullfrogs, guys? Like no. Like it's just anything that gets introduced there just multiplies. Like the mouse problem they've got at the minute is insane. It's like there's like rooms full of mice, but full to the ceiling of just mice. There's so many of them. There's nothing they can do except napalm it or whatever. Like it's like literally just like flamethrowers or something. It's insane. Because just things just go mad in that. There's something about the ecology of the place that things just like. It's really interesting, but it's also like, what the fuck?
I mean, it's yeah. I've never been. I'd love to go to Australia. But some of the wildlife is just fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Just lots of things that can just kill you.
And they're quite like innocuous looking. Like some of the spiders, it's like, oh, what, that little thing? I was like, yeah, that'll kill you. Will it? Like, you expect the deadly ones to be like massive.
It's the blue-ringed octopus, which is like a tiny little adorable.
Yeah.
Cute little octopus that sits on your hand, and that kills you
right up. Yeah. It stops your nervous system working or something.
It stops your nerves from working, so you're paralyzed. But you can still breathe for a bit. But so it's like there was a bloke who was stung by it because they lives in rock pools where children play, who was stung by it and he fell backwards. And it's Australia, and he was face up looking at the sun, and he couldn't blink, and he couldn't tell anyone what was happening, and he just burned his corneas out.
It's too hot there, isn't it? Like, it's too hot.
They haven't invented the ozone layer there yet.
It's too hot. One of my dad's many jobs when he lived in Australia was on a shark plane. So they like go out on a little plane. This is in like the 60s to spot sharks near the beaches because you can see them.
Yeah.
It's like on a little tiny like Cessna. And you'd like alert the lifeguards like there's a massive fucking great white like near that beach where people are, so they can clear people out the water. Yeah, shark spotting was one of his jobs. Yeah.
Australia. You don't have to do that in Barmouth, do you?
No. You just don't. You don't get that at Weston-super-Mare. But you do get quicksand, so don't go there.
And weird lumpy masses in the sea.
And
the weird lumpy mass.
Like comes off from Burnham.
And the most annoying car parking machines.
More importantly.
So you park up, right? It fucking does my head in this does. and first,
I've never been there because I've always been too afraid of the quicksand.
First off,
and the parking.
The app doesn't work, so you can't do it online, right? And then it's £10 to park, but it will only accept coins.
Oh, there's one in York like that. It's like £12, but coins.
Who's got £10 in coin?
Yeah.
Like,
the local shops are doing a roaring trade in people coming in to break a 20.
Yeah, and then you go in and you say, "Can I have a Twix?" It's always a Twix.
Yeah.
Can I have a Twix? Yeah. £10.40. Fucking bastards. Right, I'm going to break a fucking 50. I was here because I've brought money because I was going to go on that shooting game on the pier.
Yeah, I was going to make this into 2p's and put them all in that flipping machine. But not anymore, Weston! Not anymore!
I hope you're happy, Weston-super-Mare.
Honestly, like, I'm craving a 2p flipping machine more than like I can really say. Like, I want to go to the seaside. I want to go on the little... I want this in my life. I want to win a shit prize. I want that.
My wife and daughter all have those 2p shoot machines. They fucking love them. They do.
Love it.
Right. I'm all on the retro games. So if Space Invaders is there,
or a Pac-Man,
Time Crisis,
Time Crisis. Yeah.
Oh yeah, or the Guitar Hero arcade.
Nice.
Or Area 51. Big fan of that.
And they've got the Jurassic Park game in the arcade at the bowling alley near us. And for our birthday one year, my brother and I went and we put like £20 in so we could complete it finally. Like we were like, yes, fuck you, we're 30 years old now.
My brother and I did that with House of the Dead 2.
House of the Dead, yeah.
My dad knows all the secrets in the Area 51 game.
Oh my god!
And he wants. So it's one of his work colleagues was like, "Oh, you ever play all these games?" He was like, "No." I bet I can wipe the floor with you. Yeah, you probably can. Try to put money on it. Yeah, go on. And he ripped him to shit.
He's a hustler, is what you're saying. He's Harvey.
Well, all I'm saying is when the opportunity's there.
Yeah.
Why look a gift horse in the mouth?
I'm also a big fan of when there's like a Mario Kart or something and they take a little picture of you, but you don't realise that that's what they're doing.
That Mario Kart arcade game is awesome.
And it's always your face is like, whoa? And then that's above your car as you're going around the thing. It's like...
And I have, that shooting game they've got as well, where it's the traditional shooting game where it's like a rifle and it's the light beam and you shoot something and it squirts water at you.
Yeah. Oh, rifle range. I love that. Oh,
Beck,
I love a bit of that.
Stand there.
Oh my god! I really want to go on a rifle range now. I'm just thinking about it. All the little targets on like a barrel and like a thing, and then it spins around, and when you hit it, and goes like, and you're like, I want that.
The Foley on this chat is just the most impressive thing in the world.
You're welcome.
As we all know, Foley named after Mick Foley.
Jack.
Because he used to do it with his own body.
Bang bang. That was a bit of Foley for you.
Loved it. I was sad of him falling through a cage and telling himself.
I think we started with wrestling, didn't we? Now we've ended.
I think it's only fair we end with it.
It is, yeah.
Scott Steiner to Mick Foley. That's quite an operation. That is from Scott Steiner to Mick Foley.
Big pop a pump to
Cactus Jack.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Dude Love.
Dude Love.
Cactus Jack.
Bearing in mind,
Dude Love, baby.
Bearing in mind, we had absolutely nothing when we started at 7:25, and we've rambled on for over an hour and a half.
That's it. What's impressive is we've done it also without drinking, which is what pubs are for. We should normally we'd have like 3 pints each during this.
That's it.
In a pub.
Yeah, we'd have got onto the real deep stuff by now if we were drinking.
Yeah, like whether Cactus Jack was the best Mick Foley or whether it was Mankind.
Yeah, whether it was Mankind.
I think it's Cactus Jack, so he's a bit more ECW.
I like Cactus Jack's aesthetic.
He was more violent. He was a proper hardcore. Have you seen the interview where like the pre-show fight talk where Dude Love introduces Mankind, introduces Cactus Jack because great, that's what it's called. Also, you see the Royal Rumble where Mick Foley's in it 4 times with each character.
Yes.
It's great fun. I'd love it if people won that by accident. Anyway, we're talking about bullshit now.
Anyway, no one else cares about Attitude Era wrestling characters. So,
we're back next week.
We're back next week.
What are we doing next week?
With a guest.
We do have a guest.
I need to double check that they've remembered. I think they have.
We've got a guest next week. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for sacrificing the football, if indeed it was a sacrifice. Because some people hate it, and other people support Wales, who did very, very well the other night, Adam. You should be rightly proud.
I'm more than happy for Tamil Wales to lose 1-0 against Italy, who might go on to win it.
Yeah. I don't know very much about football. I didn't know how good the Italian team were, but by God, they looked fucking good, didn't they? I think Italy's going to win it as well. So you did very well. Hannah, something about rugby?
Thanks. There's actually a Lions warm-up match at the weekend, so that's a fun
versus Japan at Murrayfield.
Yeah. So that's exciting.
I won't
see it because it's 14:48, but
Every time I go to the pub with Steve Pottinger to watch the Six Nations, I have to go, Steve, is this league or union?
It's really, really easy to tell the difference.
Yeah. Is it really, really fast paced? It's league.
Yeah.
Is it like watching the Battle of the Somme? It's union.
Yeah. Are the scrums contested?
But you see, you've said that now, and then half an hour from now, I'll forget those distinctions again. It just won't stay in my brain.
It's Blitzkrieg versus trench warfare.
Basically, if you're watching the Six Nations, it's union.
Yeah.
And you're not likely to be watching rugby league matches on TV very often.
Sky Sports every week.
Well, yeah, but you'd have to go out of your way to be like, I wonder what Hull Kingston Rovers are up to.
No one has ever wondered that.
Yeah.
No one's ever wondered that.
Most of the league teams are like from the north, so if they've got a name that's like Leeds or Wigan, or St Helens.
I can only think of one professional rugby league team that's in the south, and it's in it's in Perpignan.
Yeah, it's so far south, it's over the sea.
There's London scholars.
Oh, God, yeah.
As someone who didn't do geography, that joke went over my head.
Oh, okay. But so anyway, I'm indifferent to football, but I hope your football's gone well.
Apparently England are winning.
There we are. Who are they playing?
Czech Republic.
Okay.
So
are they a good team?
Not really.
Okay.
So yeah. We'll see. I do like football, but yeah, I didn't enjoy the Scotland game. It bored me to tears. I thought it was shit. There you go.
Okay.
I much preferred watching Wales. Actually, I thought Wales played better football.
I'm not surprised because they're just better in general.
Yeah. Every sport.
Yeah.
Every sport. What? Every
one.
Name a sport.
Name a sport.
Name a sport.
What's that sport at the start of Miami Vice?
That's just them. That's called powerboating.
No. There's a
sport. Actually, in powerboating, Wales, there was for about 4 years a Welsh world champion. Yeah,
look at his little.
Actually, a Welsh world champion in powerboating.
Yeah, but he wasn't. He wasn't powerboating. There was a sport that they showed one shot of in the opening credits of Miami Vice with Don Johnson, and it was a guy swinging a bat, but the bat was like hooped.
Lacrosse, is it?
I don't know. But he was like...
Is it
hurling?
Yeah, and he was doing that, and the ball was going out, and yeah...
Sounds like hurling.
Like it's like hockey, but aggressive.
Like a curved thing, and you like wang it, and then it goes... Yeah.
Aggressive hockey is exactly what it looked like.
Yeah. It's an Irish
If you think that hockey's not aggressive, you clearly have never been a 14-year-old girl out on the school field against their mortal enemies.
No, I haven't been.
No, because let me tell you, that's fucking aggressive.
You say that.
I had my shins smashed in.
There was quite a few kids in our school who had to leave hockey lessons early because of needing to have 4 stitches above their eye.
We only did it like once or twice, and too many people got hurt. They were like, no, go back to netball. You're not allowed to move when you've got the ball then. They can't get near each other.
You're not supposed to get the stick, whatever it's called, above like chest height or something, isn't it? Or waist height.
Above the...
But you're a 13-year-old kid.
Yeah.
You haven't got control over your body anyway.
Yeah, and also, like, I'm tall. Some of them are short. You know, above my chest height is over their head. Like... You know.
And that, Alice Chambers, is why you've got a deformed skull.
Okay, Barnett, is why, like, 20 years ago, we had beef. Yeah. Anyway. I'm over it now, so that's cool.
On that note, we've got a special guest next week. It's Katie Barnett, was it?
No!
So thank you both for coming along tonight. Thank you, chat, for being wonderful.
We love you, chat.
Lovely chat.
It's great. Join our Discord. I'll put the link in again. Join our Discord. Did you see that JS Rock was doing a stream, and I didn't find out until the stream had finished, but he was doing a DJ stream.
Yeah, he does them quite often.
So I'm like, we've got to find out when JS Rock's doing another DJ stream. We need to go along and support that. So
DJ.
Cool,
DJ.
On that note, thank you everyone, and let's wave goodbye to everyone. We'll see you all next week. Bye everyone.
DJ.